wanted to make sure and take you around the cruise ship with us because it was a huge surprise for us. It's not that expensive. We really thought it was going to be, I guess, lesser quality, and it turned out to be a huge surprise. So let's go take you around. We are Sam and Nick Simpson, and welcome to Simps on the Go. We are travel vloggers that were traveling around the world on our dream trip. We had dreamed of seeing the world for so long. So in October 2019, we quit our jobs to explore this incredible world. Although our travels are currently on pause, we had the most wonderful 4.5 months, visiting 17 countries across 4 continents. We are currently publishing our Egypt series for March of this year, 2020. In this 10-part Egypt series, we will take you to some of the world's most historic temples, eat delicious Egyptian food, and cruise up the world's only northern flowing river, the Nile. So far, we took an overnight train, hopped on our first ever cruise together, our Nile cruise, and have visited 4 temples along the Nile. Today, we are exploring the cruise ship and providing more information on the most cost-effective way to cruise up the Nile. We are so excited to have you join us on this incredible, wonderful journey through Egypt.
I think for your first cruise going on the Nile, definitely the best way to start that off. But let me explain why we're on this ship and how much it cost. So the cost of this actually was a lot cheaper for what it was. I didn't think we'd get very much, but it turns out it's a 3-night, 4-day cruise. Every single day it's a full packed tour. Like literally we've been getting up super early and we get in like early evening. The 3 nights, 4 days cost us about 410 USD per person. That includes 3 meals a day, all the tour guides, all the entrance fees, pretty much everything but gratuity. And the gratuities actually aren't that much. If someone drives you, they typically expect you to tip them around 20 Egyptian pound, which is just over $1. So the cruise we are on started in Aswan and it ends in Luxor. It's a short distance, but you kind of see all the temples in between. We actually found this tour on tourradar.com, and the company that we're going through, technically through Egypt, is called Imperial Egypt. We're gonna link all this down below.
It's a great way to see all of the major places in Egypt along the Nile, and we could not recommend it enough.
I think mostly what you're paying for outside of the cruise is the knowledge from the tour guide, because there's so much to see and so much to know that you really can't Google this like we normally do on our own little self-guided tours. You really can't rely on that. You need someone that has the knowledge of the hieroglyphs and what they mean, and there's just so many things that you would miss if you didn't have that. So as much as it pained me to pay the amount of money that we did, 100% worth it. Okay.
Welcome to the bathroom.
Thank you, Vanna White.
Let's see.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
If you're tall, this works. None of us are.
Muy importante with toilet paper.
So apparently there's a door that looks like it should lead out to a balcony, but it definitely doesn't lead out to a balcony. Look at this. There's nothing here. It's literally just a door that leads to the Nile River. A little freaky. I'm so excited.
What a glorious 2-hour nap. That was very much needed. But the lock is coming up and we've been waiting for this. I'm glad we woke up just now because I think we're about 2 minutes away. We can see it in the distance here, and there were people coming up to the side of the boat in smaller little rowboats trying to sell you things from the boat that we're on that's moving, and they try and throw things up to you. I don't know how you pay them. That was something I couldn't figure out, but let's head to the top and go see the lock.
really nice pool. This is where everyone has been hanging out, but I will say Egypt gets cold at night. So while we spent most of our days on the ship out here, at nighttime it just gets way too cold. Well, in March, they say in August it gets to 50 Celsius and sometimes even more, which is like 135-ish degrees Fahrenheit. It's insane. So I think in August it probably stays pretty warm at night, but at night in March it gets very cold. I'm gonna take you to my favorite part of the deck, the treadmill and the workout part. Here she is, in case you want to work out on the Ruby Royal. We've got a nice treadmill for you on the deck, where everyone can watch you.
Where I've been stuffing my face way too much. When you have so much food options, delicious food, Egyptian food, Middle Eastern food, why wouldn't you stuff your face? Everything is so good, and it's 3 meals a day, it's all included, and it's just,
This Nile cruise had everything. Good food, fun staff, great lodging, lots of activities, including fun parties every night, and so much more. You can do Egypt on your own, we do admit that, but going with a group like this was probably not much more expensive than doing it on your own. We cannot recommend enough taking a Nile cruise up the Nile during your time in Egypt. We're going to close out for tonight, or well, this afternoon, because we're gonna start up another video coming up all in Luxor. All the major temples in Luxor, like Luxor Temple, Valley of the Kings, that's all coming up in the next episode. And if you missed yesterday, we had some pretty epic temples on our first day 1 and day 2, including Abu Simbel, which is probably the greatest thing we've done in Egypt so far. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and we will see you on the go.
So this temple, I feel like is more than a temple. It's multiple temples, which almost feels like a city. The pillars are massive. Everything is just massive.
I lost my sunglasses. We were taking photos and I put them down somewhere, and I knew they would be taken because they're Ray-Bans. That has a really nice swim pool. Swim pool? Yeah, lean forward. Oh, jeez. Okay, ready? Go.
So how much does this cost?
Do it again, but don't like, ready? Go. To the ocean, or I almost said ocean.